brought
well.
up, one point he did bring up, though, is that what kind of shocked me a little bit is when he said that our property value wasn't anywhere near comparable to what Brickell's is, and
That's
you're
right.
not going to get those kind of high-end
He's
developments.
right.
That's something that we need to look at then and say, somebody
That's
just
right.
told us, there's a wake-up call there, gentlemen, that, why are the
Mhm.
property values so low that we can't attract those developers that'll put in those high-end developments in this town?
A lack of
And they-
inspiration contributes to
Well,
that.
is it lack of invers,
I think the planning commission is ready to do away with the penalty on parking garages and allow them to be placed under a building, and I think we're ready to do away with building heights, but we do need to have these LDRs brought forward so we can take affirmative action. And we would encourage staff to move on this as quickly as possible.
I think what we should do, if all of us sitting here who maybe on the same page, when the times come, if we have to meet with councils or go to the council meeting and discuss it, I think we should do just that, because if it happens next year, then we need not to procrastinate and deal with it accordingly. As Kenny mentioned, we should
All
take
right.
it serious now.
Thank you, staff. Last comments, and we'll try to get out of here.
Yes, about the comprehensive plan update, the staff has drafted the letter to the State Department, submitted it in September. So it's usually a one-year cycle, so that's why I mentioned next September, we would have to transmit our amendments.
But we could get it done
Comprehensive.
sooner.
Can we get it done sooner? That's the question.
We have sent out a scope of services to enlist help of qualified consultants, and we will be working with them very closely and with the board members and the city council members and all the board members and citizens and residents and business people to draft these workshops and to get input and to move forward together as a team.
Can
we
we
will
start
do
that
that.
We
before this?
missed the last cycle in this city. We
No, it
missed
comes
it.
around only 7 years,
But
But
so.
we're talking about the
yeah.
business
Real-
cycle,
the-
not
the business
Oh.
cycle.
not the LDR
Yeah,
cycle.
yeah.
I mean, we missed it, and we're gonna be on the tail end of it again. And I see 21 projects in Bay Harbor Island going on. And I see,
Nothing here.
I think tonight, we all of us up here felt the frustration
Mm-hmm.
of not being able to develop a nice and he's right. He's right, that man
He's
is right.
correct, because as far as his market, it does not, go with what they're doing, and then profit-wise.
Good development fosters more good development,
Yeah,
and it becomes a magnet for even greater development. So,
Exactly.
we have to start somewhere.
Exactly.
All right, if
Well,
this,
well, actually, I do have, if I may.
You
A-
go-
actually,
go ahead.
Just a quick follow-up on staff. Is there a chance we can get these workshops and other information to us, like not waiting till next September, but actually maybe next month and so on? Can we
The,
expedite that?
The update process is going to begin very soon, and when it starts, that's when we will be involving you from the very beginning.
Okay, 'cause
Okay,
we
It
did
perfect.
will
this
not be at the end, it will be starting from the
Okay,
beginning
'cause
itself.
last spring, we did discuss the same issue when we were saying, oh, maybe we can get it in July, maybe we can get it in August, and now it's October, and we don't have even the first round of any of this information or any of the workshops. And now we'll be into a holiday season, and it starts to drag along,
the
and as,
workshops are gonna be
Yeah,
expensive.
and as
We
is-
know it's gonna be a budget cycle.
yeah,
Yes,
but,
we've gotta get the city committed.
okay.
We need to be proactive,
Mr.
definitely.
Chairman, I do have a few other items, if I may touch on, that
Oh,
are not
go
related
ahead,
to a vote.
Bill.
Okay.
No, I was
I'll
saying
let
we
you
need to be
touch on 'em.
proactive
Please,
on this.
if I may, just to bring attention to everybody, a couple of sort of announcements of upcoming meetings and things. One is actually an issue. I don't know if people are aware, but a number of people now in the city and our council are aware that the toll booth at Broad Causeway, which is actually in the territory of North Miami waters, but because the developers of Bay Harbor some years created that man-made strip island, a court case in 1974 allowed them to keep a toll plaza there to take tolls, of which they take 50% and the state takes 50%, to my understanding. Well, they've instituted a new automated toll-taking system, meaning, and this has been confirmed by their city manager and other people, that they're going to be taking down the plaza, the toll canopies, the building itself, the parking. It's really kind of unfortunate that this is used as sort of an exclusive gate to Bay Harbor, not used as a public amenity. At that location, and I've walked it many times, is a beautiful, beautiful park-scaped area with incredible views. There is a 26-car parking space, of which 2 of them are handicapped. There's a ramp leading up to a small building, but just enough of a building that has men's room, women's room, break area, offices, and a meeting area. In addition to that, where the former toll-taking areas were, they're actually large enough to have kiosks to be able to sell ice cream or other refreshments. It's not a 3x3 box back there. It's actually a substantial amount of space. This is a ready-made park, and we're calling upon some of the city council people to request of Bay Harbor to stop their demolition, which has already started on the roadways, not the building yet, but they've already started on the roadways, so that it might be viewed as a potential park. Now, one of our North Miami citizens, Howard Tonkin of Urban Habitat, came up with the great idea of saying, wow, what a great opportunity for this to be an environmental center, from an environmental education center, with our rising sea levels, with the state of our environment really in decline, and not having that type of awareness. This really could be not only a great scenic park, but it could be also very educational. It could be sort of a feather in the cap of North Miami if we could somehow either get that property back or make an arrangement with Bay Harbor, or try to get Miami-Dade County, which actually operates the islands in between, the parks in between, they do the garbage, some sort of cooperative agreement to be able to utilize those things in place, rather than making it a glorified place to just park a big sign saying, welcome to Bay Harbor. This could really be a great amenity to people. I'm very fortunate to live on the bay, and I would like to share that with people. And anybody not living on the bay in our city, and we have basically 50,000 or more of them not living on the water, I would like them to be able to partake in this great amenity somehow. So we need to put some pressure on our government officials to see if they could look into it, to do an injunctive relief, to slow the demolition, so that could be studied, so that maybe some arrangement could be made that would benefit the broader public.
An alternative use that would cause control of the land to revert back to North Miami.
Or we do some sort of cooperative agreement. But North Miami Police at one time did police that island. It is really just almost a stone's throw from our shore, whereas it's a long distance from Bay Harbor. Right now,
Are they going with SunPass, by the way? Is that what
yes,
they're
yes,
doing?
and basically on that day that SunPass opened up, everybody, as far as I know, unless they were reallocated, lost their job. There were no longer all these people out there collecting money and such, and I can't do much about that. The toll-taking function is obsolete, but the building is not, and it's really somewhat sculptural. The canopies could use. There are a number of ways of taking the traffic, either keeping on both sides of a park or diverting both lanes to the north and allowing this southern part to be accessed as like a scenic drive-through. But all the amenities are in place to do something really nice, really special, and I think it should be given some time to look at it before they rush to demolish it. The second item is that, just in case you didn't know, that Biscayne Landing, the Atleta Partners, will have a presentation on Thursday. I believe it's at 6:30, which is going to be their appeal to be able to sell property at Biscayne Landing so they can do their development. And I won't make comment on that now, but I hope that everybody will be able to attend that presentation, because we haven't had presentations from them in a great deal of time. And by keeping a low profile, nobody's really been sort of guarding and responding to whatever it is that's going on. And it would be a good opportunity to get informed. And third item is that, and coincidentally, for a year and a half I have asked our council to at least discuss publicly what the possibilities are for the Biscayne Landing site in itemized order, the pragmatics of the site, not the aesthetics necessarily, but the pragmatics and how it can work to the benefit of the developer and the city. And I've been given, after this year and a half, I've been given 10 minutes, and I will try to make the best of it, and that will be next Tuesday's council meeting, which starts at 7 o'clock. So thank you for allowing me to make those announcements.
Thank you very much, Bill, for enlightening us. Are there any further points of interest?
No,
Hearing
sir.
none, we are adjourned.
Thank
Turn
you.
off your mics, folks.